So imagine yourself in a desert, in the wilderness, wandering with a bunch of people who all have the same look on their face of confusion and yet hope, excitement, and you are walking, following Moses, following this guy who has led you out of a lifetime of slavery in Egypt into freedom, into this wilderness, and you're approaching a mountain, Mount Sinai, and the question you're all asking yourselves is, now what? And Moses has told you that the word of the Lord has come to him, and it was this, that you will be to me a kingdom of priests, a holy nation, a people for my own possession. And you look around at each other and you say, what, us? How is God going to do that? How is God going to take this group of freed slaves and disgruntled Egyptians and turn us into a kingdom of priests, a holy nation? How is God going to do that? And Moses tells you, by entering into covenant with the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. And that covenant is what we call the Ten Commandments. So these 10 words are given by God to this group of slaves to transform them into this people, into this holy nation. But the language of the words is very clear that they are directed to individuals, the individuals who are standing there, that each of us has a personal responsibility to take these on, but with the purpose of forming a people, of forming a community, of forming a society in which everyone can flourish. So I think the invitation in these 10 words is to ask ourselves, so if it's my responsibility to keep these, how do I do that? Like, do I even know what these words really mean? Do I have a sense of what all that they encapsulate? And my guess is no. I think most of us think do not kill means other people shouldn't hurt me. Do not steal means other people shouldn't steal from me. Rather than ask the question, what does it mean for me not to steal? What does it mean for me not to kill or not to do harm? Are there ways I'm doing those things that I'm not even aware of that actually are hurting other people? I think the invitation is always to ask those kinds of questions in the context of relationships with other people, to say, so how do you read this? What do you see these words meaning? How are you trying to adopt these in your life? It's as we do that together and discuss them, especially with people who aren't like us, who have a very different perspective, we might come to have a much more deeper, a much more richer understanding of the invitation to actually keep these words, to ensure not that those people don't do them to me so that my life is better, but that I ever deepen my understanding of how to keep these words so that I make it possible for other people to flourish. I wonder if that's the invitation before.